Hi, Studies Weekly friends. This is Dave Wilson with Studies Weekly. Um, I wanted to show you something that is a really cool tool that you can use to help you interact with the Studies Weekly digital version. I know one of the neatest things about our print version is that kids can highlight in it, they can write all over it, they can cut it up, put it in their posters or projects. But we frequently get asked the question, well, can I do those similar types of things with a digital version? And of course, as you know, that we can highlight and annotate. You can just come over here and select this a word or a phrase, and you can highlight or annotate on the screen. But there's also some additional tools that make interacting with Studies Weekly Online very real and very fun. There's a Google application called Google Jamboard, and I'm not sure how familiar you are with it if you've heard of this before. But if you do use Google for your classroom or Google Drive or Google Docs, then you do have access to Google Jamboard. So I'm going to show you just a quick example of how you would use Jamboard. It works great with Google Classroom. You can sign it out. So let's just say, for example, this is California second grade, week 36. Let's say, for example, you've got this great article about people making a difference, which talks about how people all over the world can make a difference, and really encouraging all the kids that all of us can make a big difference in the world and our communities. So I've got this great little picture here. And when you click on it, it opens up full size. But I really like this. It's got a group of kids holding up a sign that says volunteer. And you might talk about what a volunteer is and maybe explain that word, define that word. So let's go over here. What you can do is you can copy this image. I'm going to come over into my drive because I want to open up a new Jamboard. And you come up here to where you've got this the little dots. You're going to see all the different Google options. Just scroll down to where it says Jamboard. Click on Jamboard. And then you just click the plus button here to create a brand new one. So I'm going to create a new Jamboard. And all you got to do is just do a copy paste. And it's going to bring that image right in here. And for today's example, let's go ahead and keep that in the middle. You can actually make the image bigger or smaller. Let's maybe make it a little bit smaller. You can, move this around if you want to. And maybe you want to add some instructions here. So over here, you can click and there's a sticky note that you can add. I'm just going to do no background at all, but my instructions are going to be describe ways that you can be a volunteer. And then we're gonna save that, and then you just kind of cancel that you don't want to do another one. And you can actually make this bigger. I'm just going to put that right there at the top. So now I've got this. I'm going to go right over to my Google Classroom, and I'm going to create an assignment. So I'm going to click Create. I'm going to create an assignment, and we're going to call this maybe the volunteer assignment, And then in the instructions, we can say, name 3 to 4 ways that you can be a volunteer in your community. And now I want to add that to this. So I click Add. Right, see right here, it's got a link to my Google Drive. I'm going to click on this and watch this. It's going to find my recent stuff. So there's the one that I just created. I forgot to name it. So right now it's just called Untitled. I'm going to click on that and add this. Now, this is kind of the cool part. You probably already know this, but when you click on this option right here, it gives you the viewing capabilities. So right now it's just on view. You can click to edit, but what you really want to do is say make a copy for each student. So then they each have their own individual copy. Otherwise, they're all collaborating on the exact same one. If you want them all collaborating, then just say students can edit, and now all the students can go in and add their own little way of how they can volunteer. So you can do it that way, or you can make a copy for each student. And then, of course, you can assign this out at a particular time, schedule it out, and just click Assign. And then it's going to put that right into their Google Classroom. They'll see that as an assignment. And I can come back here and retitle this volunteer exercise or something like that. So let's see. So here's my volunteer assignment. I can click on that. If I click on this, it's going to open up and show me what it looks like. So here it is. So again, if I click make a copy for each student, then each student will be able to edit their own individual one. But if you just say students can edit, now all the students can write their own ideas. So they can come over here and they can add their own sticky note, and they can say, help to clean my name. If I can remember how to spell this, neighborhood. Help to clean my neighborhood, and click save. And then I just come over here and I can, and maybe if they're doing it, if we're doing this all together, you can come in here and have them just write their name. It's Dave Wilson, so I'm going to just put my name on there. They can even write, if they want to, even draw a little line, they can draw a little line, to the word volunteer. And so they can do this individually, or they can do it as a classroom, and then they can share that back. Of course, it's already, you already can view it because it's in their classroom, but they can, if they want to collaborate with another student or group of students, then they can share this with that student or group of students so they're all working together. So anyway, so I hope this has just been a really cool little way that you've seen to help you find additional ways to use Studies Weekly Online to use just more interactive capabilities, ways that students can collaborate together. So thanks for watching.